American football is played on a rectangular field that is 120 yards long and 53.3 yards wide. The field is divided into two halves, with a line of scrimmage at the center. The line of scrimmage is the point where the offense and defense line up to start each play. The field is also marked with a series of yard lines that run parallel to the sideline and help players and officials measure the distance the offense needs to gain in order to get a new set of downs. Every 10 yards, the yard lines are marked with larger numbers, so it's easy to see how far the offense has progressed down the field. At either end of the field, there are two end zones where the offense can score points. To score a touchdown, a player must either carry the ball into the end zone or catch a pass while standing in the end zone. In addition to the end zones, there are also goalposts at either end of the field. The goalposts are used to kick field goals, which are worth 3 points. Field goals can be attempted on any down and are usually attempted when the offense is close to the goal line but not close enough to score a touchdown. That's a brief overview of the field in American football. Stay tuned for more information on the teams, the downs, and the ways to score points in the game. American football is played by two teams of 11 players each. The offense, the team with the ball, tries to move the ball down the field and score points by either running or passing the ball. The defense, the team without the ball, tries to stop the offense and get the ball back. Each team has a specific set of positions that players can fill. On offense, the most common positions are the quarterback, the running backs, the wide receivers, and the offensive linemen. The quarterback is the leader of the offense and is responsible for receiving the snap from the center, making decisions about where to throw or hand off the ball, and sometimes running the ball himself. The running backs are responsible for carrying the ball and running with it, while the wide receivers are responsible for catching passes thrown by the quarterback. The offensive linemen are responsible for blocking for the quarterback and the running backs and protecting them from the defense. On defense, the most common positions are the defensive linemen, the linebackers, and the defensive backs. The defensive linemen are responsible for trying to tackle the offense's ball carrier and disrupt the offense's plays. The linebackers are responsible for defending against the run and covering receivers. The defensive backs are responsible for covering receivers and trying to intercept passes. Each team also has special teams, which are responsible for kicking and receiving kickoffs, punts, and field goals. The special teams include the place kicker, the punter, and the return specialist. That's a brief overview of the teams and positions in American football. Stay tuned for more information on the downs and the ways to score points in the game. The offense has 4 downs, or chances, to move the ball 10 yards down the field. If they succeed, they get a new set of downs and can continue trying to move the ball. If they fail, they have to give the ball to the other team. The offense can try to move the ball down the field by either running or passing the ball. Running plays involve the ball carrier trying to advance the ball by running with it, while passing plays involve the quarterback throwing the ball to a receiver. The offense can also try to kick the ball down the field using a punt or a field goal, but these options are usually only used when the offense is not in position to gain a first down or score a touchdown. The defense tries to stop the offense by tackling the ball carrier or intercepting passes. If the defense succeeds in tackling the ball carrier before he reaches the line of scrimmage, the play is over and the offense loses a down. If the defense intercepts a pass, they take possession of the ball and become the offense. The downs are important because they determine how the offense is trying to move the ball down the field and how the defense is trying to stop them. Understanding the downs is key to understanding the strategy of the game and how the teams are trying to outmaneuver each other. There are several ways to score points in American football. The most common is by scoring a touchdown, which is worth 6 points. A touchdown is scored when a player carrying the ball crosses the opponent's goal line or catches a pass in the end zone. The offense can also score points by kicking the ball through the uprights of the goalposts, which is called a field goal and is worth 3 points. Field goals can be attempted on any down and are usually attempted when the offense is close to the goal line but not close enough to score a touchdown. The defense can also score points in American football. If a player on the defense intercepts a pass and returns it for a touchdown, the defense scores 6 points. This is called a defensive touchdown. The defense can also score points by tackling the offense in their own end zone, which is called a safety and is worth 2 points. Safeties are rare, but they can happen if the offense is tackled in their own end zone or if the ball carrier fumbles the ball out of bounds in their own end zone. In addition to touchdowns, field goals, and safeties, there are also extra point attempts and 2-point conversions. After scoring a touchdown, The offense has the option to try to score an extra point by kicking the ball through the uprights of the goalposts. This is called an extra point attempt and is worth 1 point. Alternatively, the offense can try to score 2 points by running or passing the ball into the end zone from the 2-yard line. This is called a 2-point conversion and is a risky but potentially rewarding play. That's a brief overview of the ways to score points in American football. Stay tuned for more information on other rules and strategies in the game. There are many other rules and strategies in American football that can affect the outcome of a game. Here are a few important ones to know. Penalties. If a player commits a violation of the rules, their team may be penalized. Penalties can range from loss of yards to fines and ejections. Some common penalties in American football include holding, false start, pass interference, and unsportsmanlike conduct. Timeouts. Each team has 3 timeouts per half that they can use to stop the clock and give themselves a chance to regroup or strategize. Timeouts can be called by the head coach or by the team on the field. Fumbles and interceptions. If the ball carrier loses control of the ball, it is called a fumble. If the defense recovers the fumble, they take possession of the ball. If the offense recovers the fumble, they can continue their drive. An interception is when the defense catches a pass intended for the offense. If the defense intercepts a pass, they take possession of the ball. Injuries. If a player is injured during a game, they can be replaced by a substitute. If the injury is serious, the player may need to be taken out of the game and may not be able to return. Overtime. If the score is tied at the end of regulation time, the game goes into overtime. In overtime, each team gets 1 possession to try to score points. If the score is still tied after both teams have had a possession, the game continues with additional overtime periods until a winner is determined. That's a brief overview of some of the other rules and strategies in American football. There are many more nuances and details to the game, but these are some of the key points to know to understand and enjoy watching a game.